If you just got yourself the brand new Mini 5 Pro, you might also be interested in taking advantage of the drone's Waypoint feature to create unique flight paths and amazing videos, whether this is travel videos, a hike to a certain location, or maybe you're on the road and want to capture some videos from different angles without having to use a controller. Then Waypoints is a fantastic feature to use. And to me, Waypoints is by far the best feature to create stunning videos by yourself. So in today's video, I want to run you through how I set up my missions to capture the intro you just saw. But before we start, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, and also all the related links to everything in this video will be down in the description if you should be interested in learning more about this drone. I also recommend that you check out my in-depth review as well as my in-depth tracking test with the Mini 5 Pro here, which I take it through the Norwegian forest on my motorcycle to test the new sensing system. So check out that in the description as well. All right, let me just walk you through how I set up this Waypoint mission. So here I am, here is the home point. And right in the center is going to be my endpoint. So we're just going to make sure we have the altitude, and the first one here is going to be, I'm not going to use this first flight mission or this first waypoint right here, but we're going to set a start point here anyway. The next point I want to be somewhere around here maybe, and I want it to be facing the other way, something like that, and make another point. So let me stop right there for a second. The reason I'm not having the drone facing the same way is because changing the angles will create a better dynamic shot in my opinion. And in most cases, it might not create a full seamless flight from start to finish, but basically the idea of making this flight mission is not to use the entire waypoint flight from start to finish, but only take the parts of the flight that actually looks good and actually has me in frame, and then perhaps slow those down. So recording this video in 4K 60 FPS, I also have the option to slow it down in post later to get more out of each clip, I would say. So once the mission is complete, I will trim the footage in post, saving only smaller parts of the entire flight. And I also prefer to take those parts which has different angles to make the end result much more interesting. So when I do this, I can actually illustrate a longer video that seems to either be captured by someone else flying the drone, or that it took some time in the making, because some of the shots will be shot from the side, some from the front, some from above, and others from behind. Now we're gonna fly further over here somewhere, and I'm also using ND32 now, so we're gonna keep it around. I'm gonna set another one here. Next one is gonna be here. Okay, so now we have 4 points. We're gonna go into the 3 dots, and you can see the speed is 2.5 meters a second, and if we go about 15 meters a second, that is approximately 54 kilometers an hour. And the end of flight, return to home. I'm just gonna set this to hover because I'm gonna be in the area around where this is. So basically now, just gonna tap record, and I'm gonna press go, and the drone is gonna fly back. So I'm gonna prepare, and this is gonna create a pretty solid tracking mission, which is gonna look interesting. And I'm still running with auto because I want to see how this works first. The reason I also press record on the way back is because sometimes, some cool shots on the way to the first starting point. So always make sure to, if you have enough storage when you fly a drone, make sure to always have record on as long as you have the drone above ground. You never know what you'll be able to capture, and sometimes it looks pretty good, . There I can see myself on the screen. I think I need to go a little bit faster. Okay, there we go. If I feel like I'm going a little bit too fast, you know, I can slow down the bike and I can speed off if that is necessary. And we're gonna see how I might have put the drone a little bit too fast here. Yeah, that was a little bit too fast, but it still looks pretty decent, I think. It looked awesome. So you know what I want to do is to, since I have saved this now, or I haven't saved it but it's still accessible, so I can tap on that on the dots here, and here I still have the same mission, so I can go in here, tap on the 3 dots and go to the speed. And if I take this down now to, let's say, maybe 12 meters a second instead of, or maybe 10.9 instead of 15, press record. So I'm riding too fast now. I think that was perfect. First one is here. Next one is here. Then we have one here. Oh, it's interesting. And the next one there. So now we have 5 points. Gonna set the speed to about 8. End of flight, hover, go. Press record. looks pretty good on the screen here. Now, as you can see from both the full flights here, it's not perfectly smooth, and with more points, it will only get worse. So if you have multiple points where the drone is angled differently, you will most likely have this bounce look, like a ball bouncing off a wall or something. And this will happen at the point where the drone comes from one point, hits the middle point, and then goes to the third point, as you can see in this flight right here. But you can always cut away and remove a few seconds before and after this bounce, and no one would know. But for me, Waypoints is an amazing feature to create cinematic and unique shots, because each waypoint we make will be different from each other. And that's one of the things I really like with Waypoints, because it's unique. It's something that you create, I create, and not something which is automated by DJI. And the best thing about Waypoints is that you can do all of it by yourself. And if you combine this with some active track, you'll have a pretty nice cinematic video, whether you travel, hike, drive, or ride. So hopefully this video could help you out in some way, maybe give you some ideas for your next mission. And of course, we could also add the gimbal rotation with the Mini 5 Pro here. But for this video, I wanted to keep it simple. So for the next advanced Waypoints tutorial, we will be looking at some other things that we can add to these missions to make them look epic. So that's it for this video. If you found any value, then hit the subscribe button. That would be really appreciated. Drop a like and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next tutorial on how to make the most out of your Mini 5 Pro. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.